Is quick, Gary, make some music. Do 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 do. So rocks. Here we go. Open this one. Oh, if I just click this button, it brings it up for me. That's so convenient. Hello! Oh my gosh, Gary, we're back. It's Thanksgiving here. We're off of work and we're not traveling. We're not doing anything. So we're back with
Out
another.
of the studio.
I'm saying. So we're back with another episode of what's this thing called next to the floor? Ooh.
That's 3-1.
I almost said what not to wear. I don't know why. But yeah, I hello everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Welcome to the show where Gary and I talk about random things that we've experienced in this case the last like month and a half, 2 months, because we've been
Yeah.
traveling, working, traveling more in the Bahamas.
Yeah, I took a vacation. And went, we went to Vegas for a competition.
Mm-hmm,
And then
mm-hmm.
met up with a few friends there, partied a little bit, slept even more. I've got to admit. And then like headed over to Miami, hung out in Miami for a little bit, and
When
then
were you in
took
Miami?
a boat. Well, you have to like go to a place before you go to the Bahamas, because you probably
Oh, that's right.
cool people, cool people take a cruise to the Bahamas rather than a plane, because like why not enjoy the teal waters of the Caribbean,
Mm.
you know?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The old teal waters of the Caribbean. Wait, so
They're like teal, like, really, really blue, yeah.
so you flew there or did you take a cruise?
We took a cruise. We took
Oh,
a cruise,
fun.
yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought you guys just like flew there.
No, no. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a place where you could definitely fly there, but it's pretty cool to take a cruise. I mean, I don't know. If I ever go to the Bahamas again, I might fly because I already did the cruise thing. But yeah, if you haven't done the cruise thing, definitely do the cruise thing first. I might be putting up I should be putting up a review of
Ooh.
my experience there, and not necessarily just the cruise, but my whole experience at the Bahamas. So we'll see.
How long were you
We'll
there
see.
for?
3 nights, 4 days, something like that.
In the
3 nights, three
Bahamas?
days. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Okay. So if you
Yeah.
were to give it like your honest review, here
Uh,
we are Google and or Yelp.
my honest review on what? there was so much. There's so much of the trip, like the cruise, the Bahamas, like the resort, the alcohol, all of it together.
Yeah, All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, all of it together, I'd probably give it probably a solid 3 out of 5.
Oh no. Okay.
That's
uh,
not bad.
that's not
That's
bad,
not
but
that's not bad
but it's not
in
like
my standards.
but it's not like uh
It's not a resort in Dubai. It's not a
well,
Vegas experience. It's not a Cancun excursion. It's a Bahamas
mhm,
side quest.
a Bahama side
That you
quest. Nice. Wait, so okay, so
yeah.
as far as vacations are concerned, you tell me, are you the I mean, I know you. You're not the like sit down and hang out kind of guy.
No, I get super anxious staying in one place actually.
That so
It's the nature of myself.
that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So as far as like vacations are concerned, this sounds much more like a vacation that's up my alley where, we go and don't do anything and I just like sit by the beach for an extended period of time. Whereas, as you said, you need activities.
Yeah, I need excursions,
You
activities,
need to go
and things to do.
ATV riding and
I need to go snorkeling.
you
I
need to
need to
go.
go paddle boarding.
Mm,
I need to walk the beach 100,000 times. I don't sit on the beach. I walk up and down
oh
it.
man,
Like,
you and I would not be able to
listen,
go on a
let
vacation together.
you don't watch the water. You're in the water, not in the water, but on a paddle board, like all the way out in the water for no reason.
Tell me about it.
You need to be like head in the water. I need to be head in the water, looking at the fishies, swimming through the fishies. They said, you could, sir, you could just do scuba diving, but no, I wanted my money's worth of my snorkeling. So I pretended like I was scuba diving when I was snorkeling.
Well, I mean, they're not wrong. Like, sir, you could just go snorkeling.
I was like, why would I just go scuba diving if I can just hold my breath?
Also,
I was like, you're not about to get me.
that's
This lady, she
it's
was like,
fair.
no, you can upgrade your snorkeling for $9.99 times two because it's two of you. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to do that.
But
Why would I? Why would I put oxygen on my body when I am the oxygen? I can hold my breath.
fair.
You can't put me with that scam.
Don't don't you need to have a like certification yeah, certification to go scuba diving? Or
You can be a scuba as long by yourself. Yeah, probably. But then, like, if you're with somebody who's a trained professional, then I'm pretty sure you can go scuba diving. Plus, I don't know, man. There's different countries have different policies or different. I was in a
that's
whole
right.
different
I
country.
guess you were in a whole different country. I can't forget that.
Yeah, you know, like they were having us do some stuff like you can just like do stuff. You know, they're like, yo, you wanna do this trapeze, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do that trapeze. And I'm like, yeah. Do I have to take a class or anything? No, you have to listen to her talk for like 2 seconds, and then you can do a trapeze. I messed it up, by the way. Horrible person.
You
I apologize.
or the woman.
No, well, I mean, I don't know, man. Like they were rushing through their commands, and I thought, in my perspective, they were talking really fast, and I could not understand it. Listen, it was my first day. Could not understand the commands. But if you do go trapezing, I don't know. Um, memorize the instructions before you go up the ladder.
I feel like that's safe and sound advice for like any situation. If I'm being,
Yeah, especially if it involves a ladder. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
I mean,
But no, yeah, they had a lot of activities and stuff, so it was great. Super
You'll
fun.
definitely catch me with my feet firmly planted.
On the ground. Yep.
Yeah, towel, sand, that's it. Drink in hand. I'm very much a lazy vacationer. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Whatever.
See, that's what I
Hi,
want to do.
hi, Sammy64029. We are doing well. The Twitch chat says hello.
What's up?
Forgot you can't
I mean, no,
speak.
I am. I am that type of person who wants to go and just chill and do nothing. You know?
Are you though?
No, that's what I want to
Oh,
do.
that's what you want to do,
You
but you just
know?
like physically can't.
Yeah, I physically can't do that. I can't. Especially at like a resort where it has so much. Oh, that I went. I missed one. Archery. I did some archery as well too. I played some pickleball.
All right. What are you, like a 40-year-old woman?
65 apparently because
Oh,
pickleball is all the rage at the retirement
it's
communities.
it's
55
big.
and up.
I'm telling you, it's huge here in this area. Like
I'm thinking.
there's like a full-on pickleball like thing down the street from the
Yeah,
Limit Studio.
yeah. Well, yeah. I was actually looking it up, and actually in Braintree, there's a league on Sundays that I could possibly go to.
You could possibly
Uh,
join a pickleball league. But is that what you
I
want
could
your
possibly join.
is that what you want your legacy to be? Beating a bunch of
Well,
65-year-old women?
yes, yes. Well, no, okay. So when I went on tour with Utah Ballroom Dance Company, I actually had the pleasure to play pickleball and learn from the best, learn from the number one senior pickleball champion in Scottsdale, Arizona. I think it's Scottsdale. I think it's either Scottsdale or doesn't
Phoenix.
even matter. Or Phoenix, Scottsdale or Phoenix, yeah. Um, but anyways, listen, pickleball is different. Okay, you can't just go up there slamming the ball all willy nilly.
No,
Listen, there's a
there's
strategy.
rules. There's rules, there's strategy.
There's I mean, you can. You definitely can. Like, don't get me wrong, because that's what I tried to do. And they're just like, look at him. He's just trying to slam the heck out of the ball with no strategy. No, his strategy is to go hard. I understand that. But listen, there's more to pickleball than just going hard. Okay? You have to dink it.
Yeah, there you have to like, you've got to
You know,
you've
like,
got to
I gotta
respect the ball.
You
Respect
have
the
to
game.
respect it and softly dink it. Catch me out. Catch me on the pickleball court. Trust me.
I will catch you there because I mean,
Real.
I don't know if pickleball really is a sport that I'm into. That is to say, I've played tennis all through middle and high school,
Yeah, you can't
and
handle it. It's okay.
that's it. You got
It's
me.
okay.
You got
It's all
me.
right. It's all right. Like like most people, if they can't handle the heat, they stay out of the kitchen.
That's it. You nailed it. You nailed it.
And for everybody who plays pickleball, they understand that reference.
Yeah. Well, and if you don't play pickleball, I'm assuming you also understand that reference. Let's hope. Okay, so you said that your trip to the Bahamas was a 3 out of 5. So
Yeah, 35.
what were the things that brought the star outside of like the activities?
I'm gonna put this
What
in
were
my
the thing?
review when I finally do it, but and I'm gonna post it on Extra the Floor as well too, I guess, and then make little shorts of my experience, which I haven't been doing anything because of the holiday. But anyways, yes, 3. Why did I rate my experience a 3? Well,
That
I'll have to tell
a-
you
attempt to clean my
that
glasses did nothing, by the way. I'm like more blind now than I just was. Anywho, continue. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. If I could give 5 fingers, and these 5 fingers are the stars, 1 through 5, right? One star that I gave would have been the fact that I was out of work. The other star would have been the fact that I was in the Bahamas.
Okay.
You
Ooh,
know,
that was
what?
so fun.
What is
Ooh,
this?
that was
Come
really,
on.
really exciting. Oops, I
Who did
accidentally
this?
moved your camera.
Was that me? Did you do that?
I didn't do that. That definitely
The
was
balloon?
you on your end of things. I don't have
Wow,
that.
I didn't hit anything.
I don't have that capability. Oh, your camera went away.
Whoops, sorry. Wow, I want the balloons to come up again.
Yeah, that
That's
was
crazy.
fun. Oh,
That
what?
that
Here,
makes
now we're
me.
distracted.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on. I want balloons. How do I get the balloons?
Yeah. I didn't press anything but the balloons though.
Really?
I don't know.
You're lying.
Yeah, I didn't. That was distracting. Now I don't even know what I was talking about. Okay, anyways, so stars, yes. I was in the Bahamas, I was out of work, and then the third star was that the fact that there was food and alcohol there.
Okay, so you were
Okay.
not at work, you were in the Bahamas, and there was food and drinks. So those were your 3 stars.
Well, and the fact that the food and alcohol was all inclusive.
Okay.
And I didn't have to pay. Well, I
W-
did pay for it.
right, right,
But
but
it
yeah.
was inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm with you there.
Okay. If I would have given it 4 stars, the 4 would be for the service.
Okay.
If I would have given it 5 stars, the fifth star would be the the service.
So was the service just wasn't it?
Yeah, okay. I'm not. This is because I've been thinking about this review. Like, how am I going to do this review, but not like
Blow up their spot.
rip on, yeah, blow up this spot because I actually did have a fun time there. Like, the staff is amazing. I went to the Wyndham, Viva Fortuna Wyndham properties. They have a whole bunch of properties in the Caribbean, and in and in the tropical locations. All of the resorts, I believe, are all inclusive as well too.
Nice.
Um, but
We are not sponsored
um,
by
I,
Wyndham, by the way. Hashtag not sponsored.
we are not hashtag not sponsored, and they probably wouldn't want me back at the resorts after what I
Oh,
did.
not that.
What is up,
Uh-oh.
But anyway, yeah, the service. So, as you know, I don't know if you know me. You know that I lived about around 10 years in Vegas,
Yeah.
and so I got used to exceptional service and exceptional food and drinks. I lived in the hospitality capital of the world and the performance capital of the world. So I mean, like, and I'm actually in this service. I was in the service industry food wise, and I'm in this. I still consider myself in the service industry service wise. That's what service is, you
Absolutely.
know. Um, so when I go to a place where they that is what they like fail the most, I pay attention to the personalities and the demeanors of like the staff. They were beautiful people, amazing people. I just feel like they don't get paid what they should at these resorts, especially the entertainment.
And
You
there
know,
mm-hmm.
so yeah,
And therefore.
So I mean, and therefore the product that they put out isn't exactly um great. I
Mm,
wouldn't say it's not because they get paid. I don't think it's because they get they don't get paid as much. I think it's because they don't have the training or haven't had the training because these resorts tend to hire on the less talented side, because of they're trying to save money.
right.
I'm not calling them not. I'm not saying that they're not talented. Definitely talented. Definitely talent. Some talented artists there, you know, in their own right. But I just think that 3 stars. 3 stars would be appropriate for their service.
I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just not saying it was good.
Yeah, I wasn't saying it was a 5 star resort. It's not like I was in the Turks and Caicos somewhere, or like in like It's not like I was like in Dubai somewhere. It's not like I was in. I don't know. I always say Bahamas is for Bahamas is for the Margaritaville group.
Mm, mm-hmm,
And,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
like the
mm-hmm,
80s, like early 90s, late
mm-hmm,
80s, like the boomers and the little bit of the Gen X that would like, not even Gen X, it's like the boomers that would always vacation to the Bahamas. That was the
mm-hmm.
thing,
That was the spot.
you know. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yep, and it's 5 o'clock in the Bahamas. The new spot that I hear people really enjoy going to is Aruba.
Aruba, yes, yeah.
That's where my barber goes on vacation. He tells me all
Yeah.
about it. He's got like basically like the equivalent of a timeshare in the sense that he's there
Uh,
all the time and like he's got his favorite bar and restaurant and they all know who he is because he goes there so often.
so he's a regular in the
In
Aruba.
Aruba, yeah. But he rants and raves and says it's
Yeah,
really good.
yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, the Bahamas was good. The resort we went to was good. I think one of the reasons why too, I was in the off season.
Mm,
You know,
mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm,
went,
mm-hmm.
I went, I went during a great time to leave Boston, which is November,
Yep.
uh, December-ish. Right when it's starting to get bad, or get really cold. So I decided to pack up my bags and fly south, really, really south.
Yeah. Like,
Not to the south,
but like
but like
south of the south.
over south of the south. you
South
know.
south. That's nice. I wish well, I say I wish I could go on vacation. I've been on vacation all week. So
There you go.
it hasn't necessarily felt like the most relaxing vacation I've ever taken in my entire life, but
Same, same.
I've been like
It's kind of weird when you like.
you oh no, you go. You, please.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when you like. You mentioned before, like you're the type of person to sit around and do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say nothing. Like you're doing
I'm
something,
doing stuff.
but like you're doing stuff, but just not out of the house, not with like out of the
Yeah.
cube of that we have here in Boston. You know.
I
Um,
would like I would have liked this week to be just like home, doing nothing, go to the gym, come home, do nothing all week, but it has been exceedingly busy for no particular reason.
how do you on weekends, or not weekends, but like this holidays or breaks in general, have the motivation to get up and then go to the gym when you have the option to
Oh,
just not do anything?
that's such a good question. Um, going to the gym is it's weird. It's gotten to the point where it's not necessarily an addiction. Like I could go, I can choose not to go to the gym. Like that's easy. That's an
You're a
easy to,
masochist. You
yeah.
like you like how it hurts. You're a masochist.
Yeah, and I guess in a sense,
Masochist.
there's
That's
it's easy. It's really easy to say no, I don't want to go to the gym today. I could do that and be okay with that decision, but it's become such a like part of my lifestyle, I guess,
Yes.
that
It,
not like that it's just part of the day, part of the routine.
you made it part of yourself, who you are.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like my personality. It's not like
I
who.
picked things up and put them down.
I wouldn't say it's like who I am, like Harrison the gym guy. But it's, like a nice spot to be. Like I
Yeah.
don't mind leaving my house to go to the gym.
Yeah. 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 Especially if this gym is empty.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know what though? Like when I hit the gym a lot, I mean, I do. I say I don't go to the gym because I do like calisthenics, like like. But to go to the gym when it's completely empty, when it's like, say you're leaving your house when you know the gym is going to be empty, is one of the
Mm-hmm.
best feelings
Ugh,
because then you don't have to wait for somebody to get done
I'm
using
telling you.
something. You don't have to like catch somebody's eyes in the mirror for no reason. Right?
Because like I work out at New York Sports Club or Boston Sports Clubs. It's now New York Sports Clubs in Boston. Um,
Okay.
so I work out there, and so I primarily go to the ones on Boylston and the one in downtown Crossing. And so, obviously there are like key times that you can go where
Mm-hmm.
it's empty. And fortunately, that's generally when I'm there. And like it works really well with our my practice schedule and work schedule and things like that. So Sundays, best day to go, in truth, Boylston Street Sunday at like want to say like 9:30 in the morning. You
Don't
walk
don't advertise that. Don't advertise that. Hey, listen,
well,
everybody who just heard that, forget it
you
because that's
forget
the
it.
first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Best time to go is like Monday through Friday at 5 p.m.
There you go.
Get done with work, go pick up stuff, put things down. 5 p.m. best time,
Yeah.
honestly.
But if you want to catch us there, if you want to say hi to
If you
us
want to
and then
say
promptly
that's
leave,
when, yeah, that's when to go. If you want to say hi to me and then promptly get out of my face, uh, I would say, in truth, the best times to go are between 8:30 and 11:30 because everybody's at
like
work.
8:30, like
In the
p.m., right?
No, a.m. 8:30 a.m. because at that point everybody who works a regular 9 to 5 has left to go to work. So it's dead. Like it's busy because people are leaving. So there's like foot traffic,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
there's nobody working out at 8:30 and then it picks up a little bit at 11:30 because people somehow have like time to go to the gym on their lunch breaks, which is wild to me.
Yeah, that is wild. Huh, that's wild. I
Yeah.
mean, if you work right there, maybe you
Yeah.
can get like a quick 20-minute pump before you
Hmm.
go eat like a 10-minute meal.
Right.
You know,
But then like
I
if you're
don't
working
know.
out for 20 minutes, what's the point? I guess. Yeah, right. Honestly, that's how it feels. And then from 11:30 to like 1:30, right, people are on their lunch break, and then basically from like 2, you're golden from 2 o'clock until maybe 4:30, and then once you hit 4:30 you need to get out, like you need to be
Yeah.
done. You need to
Out.
be done and out because
Or
that,
else you won't be able to get out.
I'm telling you, that 5 o'clock bell rings and woo, that place lights up.
I was at the Boylston Center,
Mm-hmm.
one in Boylston, and this is my fault though. This is my fault. I didn't leave a locker in my lock, and
Mm.
somebody just took everything out of my locker and put it in the locker next to it. I know because I always get locker number 7 because it's my favorite one. And I went there one time, and my lock was on number 7, but all of my stuff was in number 8. And I was like, none of it was missing. But I was like,
Somebody just up and moved
I
your
should
stuff.
just,
That's wild.
yeah, because I didn't close it. You know how I have to close the lock?
I should probably
Crazy.
bring a lock with me to the gym, but I don't bring anything like of
Mm,
value.
I mean, if it's at your own risk. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Oh well.
Now you just told like the whole world that you don't.
Well, I mean, like, what is somebody good? I
You
don't care.
just,
I don't
you
care.
just
I don't carry any cash on me. All you're gonna have are
and you
like
just
my debit cards and like, oh, you steal my debit card, you're gonna commit fraud with my debit card. Like, best of luck.
they're gonna rewind us. They're gonna rewind us and be like, when do you guys go to the gym?
Yeah, right. Joke's on you. I go to 3 different gyms.
Operation Security. Yeah.
Yeah, it all
Oh
depends
yeah.
on what day and where I'm gonna be that day.
Yeah.
Determines what gym I
I'm
go to.
horrible. You could track me down in Boston. I go to the same spot
Mm-hmm.
when I take the T. I go to the same stairs, go in the same turnstiles. I go in the I get in the same door, like sit in the same bench, go to the same places.
Well,
So
I don't
if
think there's
you're looking
anything,
for me,
there's nothing wrong with being a creature of habit. Like today, I broke my normal routine.
oh man,
I know, I felt some sort of way about it, I think. Like I'm still kind of processing how I felt about it. So, because normally when I leave my house and if I'm taking the T, or really just generally, if I'm leaving my house to go anywhere, in the morning, I'll go to Jitters, the little cafe. That's right. We're not sponsored by Jitters, by the way. Hashtag not sponsored by Jitters, but we
I keep
love
on
them. We
forgetting
love
about that.
Jitters. We love them. Um, I'll go over there and like get a coffee and a scone or something along those lines, and then go to wherever I'm going. That's like for some reason like ritual. Always got to do
I
it.
mean, you have to. I mean, because it's those little things that when you don't have it in your routine,
Mm-hmm. It
it
feels
feels off.
weird. Yeah, and so I didn't go today when I left. I was just like, no, I'm not gonna. So I just walked straight to the T from my house, which was really weird. And then got on the T, went to the gym, did my whole workout, and then got back on the T and was like, God, I've got to go to Jitters. Maybe I am addicted. Do I have an addiction?
Yeah, I mean, okay, a little. I mean, like I miss coffee so much.
Yeah.
I miss coffee so much that I started drinking decaf.
Oh, that's fine.
Like, yeah, it's fine. I started drinking well because I stopped drinking coffee because of the caffeine because I can't have the caffeine. Um, but I miss the taste so much that I've been getting sugary packed coffee, decaf coffee, and I'm like, why am I drinking this?
I don't know if like a
Like,
caffeine, maybe I do have a caffeine addiction and it just like caffeine doesn't do anything for me anymore. Like I don't, it's so weird. Like I can go a day without coffee. I have, and I don't know that I necessarily feel any different. Maybe I've just like been
you
having,
can tell the difference, bro.
oh, but can I? I don't know if I can. Like having like a pre-workout before I go to the
Hey, Josh,
gym.
can you tell?
He's
Can you
not
tell?
here. He's not here and I've got headphones on.
Oh,
He can't hear nothing. Don't he
dang
don't bring him into this. Wow, how dare you? How very dare you? Okay, see, listen, we're gonna leave my husband out of this and let my nuances just be what they are. All right?
No, I don't know. I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've seen. I just know when you're super tired, like after a long day of doing things.
Oh,
I
well,
know, you know.
listen. So Wednesdays and Fridays are different because in order for me to because I practice at 9. So in order for me to get to the gym on time and like to have enough time to like actually work out and whatever, I have to get to the gym by like 6 in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I have to
that's
like
that.
yeah, so I have to leave my place like leave my house by 5:30 to get there for 6. Because if I leave any
Yeah,
later, and it's one of those kind of catch 22s, right? Like I could go to the gym later and have like a later workout, but if I leave my house any later than 5:30, it will take me an hour to get into the city.
that's not ideal.
And like I would much rather be at I would much rather be at the gym for that hour doing something than sitting in my car attempting to get to the gym.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
It's a lot.
I don't know. The only time I would wake up at that time to do anything was is to go somewhere like the airport where I could then promptly sleep there or on the
On the
plane
plane, that'd be
or
nice.
or in the terminal when I arrive.
I can't really sleep on
So if I'm not,
planes. That's such an ish.
I've trained myself to. I can't. My biggest thing is that I can't bend my back when I do it, so I have to sleep like this, like a straight back. You know those with the neck pillows too,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
But hey, you know how people decline their seat?
Yeah, I do.
I don't have to run.
I'm fully
I'm just,
aware.
yeah, with your long legs.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not the type of person because I can't do that to my back, right? So I'm just like this.
Oh, that's wild.
I'll fall asleep like that, and it's easy for me to wake up because I'm just balancing my spine straight, and all you have to do.
You cut out a little bit there in that last little section, Gary. I think it's because you're so far away from your router. Oh, 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 he's frozen. Everybody, hold on. Give him 1 second. He'll be back. But anywho, while Gary's fixing his internet scenario, yeah, getting to the gym at 6 a.m. to work out for 2 hours and then get ready, get to the studio by 9 o'clock so that I can practice until 11 and then teach until 9. It makes for a very, very long day. So, yeah, generally on Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm pretty cooked by the end of the night and ready to get home and eat and go to bed. I'm sure doctors would say something about like how that's probably not good for the system, but what are you gonna do? Hold on, let me text this kid. There he goes. There you go. You are. Oh, oh, there you are. Hey, buddy. I think you're still on push to talk.
I
Oh,
listen it now.
there you go.
Can you
Okay, I can hear you now. Hey, you're back.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's up with my internet. I thought I had strong internet, but it might be like the clouds going over my apartment or something. I don't know.
That's it. So, okay, so vacations and stuff notwithstanding, or vacation to the Bahamas notwithstanding, how was your Thanksgiving?
Uh, Thanksgiving was great. Awesome. It was fun. I ate tuna steaks, salmon burgers.
Just like the only thing you can eat anymore.
Yeah. Um. Oh, but I did. We did go out. We did go out. Marcy and I did go out. We went to this place called Gyukaku, where then I promptly found out that the only that I can have red meat, but it depends on the cut, like
Mm.
the type. It can't be marbled. So I can have like sirloin, and the only type of meat I can have is sirloin because it depends on like the ratio between the fat
Fat
and
and
beef.
hmm
Yeah. So if it's marbled, like salami or pepperoni or stuff like that, no, buddy, can't have it.
no blended meats.
No blended meats.
No blended
And then
meats.
blended beets. No blended beets. No blended beets. Which I mean, now I know the difference too, because like I mean, like yeah, digesting sirloin, it's still kind of not pleasant, but it's way different than digesting salami and pastrami
Yeah.
and all the marbled meats, and like beef tongue. I don't know, maybe beef. I don't know. We'll see. But we're figuring it out. We went to a Japanese barbecue place for Thanksgiving, and this is why I was experimenting.
That
But
sounds
you
good.
should see the faces. You should see the faces of the servers when I tell them that I have a sesame and soy allergy.
Oh, they're like, "Are you sure you're in the right spot?"
They're like, "Why did you come here?"
Right. I would ask the same thing. I'd be like, "Bruh, do you know where you are? Have you looked around? Hey, how are you gonna have a a soy and sesame allergy and go
Sesame.
to an Asian restaurant? Like, that's bold.
They're like,
That's
they
disrespectful."
literally looked at me. They're like, no, we season everything here with sesame like
Right. You can have
oil.
this bowl of
And I
white
was like,
rice.
yeah. That's what they told me.
Hmm.
They're like, no, you can't. Um, and I'm over here trying to order edamame, thinking it's not soy. Even though I know damn well what it is. But
But
anyway,
it's got a different name. I don't understand.
exactly. It has a different name.
How was I to know it's a soybean? Like, it doesn't say it in the name. It's just edamame.
Um, yeah. So the waitress was just like, so you want salt and pepper? I was like, yeah. Because they were
Not
just like, I don't know how we're gonna season everything. Because they had this, I was trying to pick the basil seasoning, but the basil seasoning I had like basil and sesame seed oil.
right.
The barbecue had like dairy and soy and sesame. Um, the miso had obviously had soy. Literally everything had something that I couldn't have, and so they were like, "We got salt and pepper," and I was like, "Great, I'll have that."
That's wild.
That's wild, man. It's
That's
wild,
wild.
wild. But honestly, it tasted good though. Salt and pepper seasoning, you can't go wrong with salt and pepper seasoning.
I mean,
You
we love like baseline season.
exactly because it enhances the taste that's already there.
Take notes,
Doesn't change it.
people. Please use seasonings. Salt and pepper is good as a baseline, but there are others that you can also use. Just not when you're
On top
dealing
of
with
it.
somebody who's allergic. So,
Yeah. Always check the allergies.
like, saying
Oh, so we had a lot of sake.
fun.
It was good. It
That
was
makes me
fun.
want
We drank a lot of
some.
sake.
Hold on, keep talking. I'm listening. I just that makes me really want a glass of wine.
Oh yeah,
And
I
I've
want
got
a glass of wine
and
too.
I'm working through all of these bottles from First Leaf. Hashtag not sponsored. First Leaf. Go there, get yourself a subscription. You get 6 bottles of wine every couple of months. Josh and I don't drink enough wine to warrant having this subscription, so we're like drowning in bottles of wine at the moment. So,
Oh, hey man, hey, like you can share the wealth.
do we want red or
Share the
white?
wealth.
Red or white?
White.
Um, okay,
Get a good bottle of Sauvignon Blanc.
okay. I don't know where my
So
wine is.
anyways, I'm gonna keep talking about my vacation. No,
Okay.
or my Thanksgiving. So after Gyukaku, Japanese barbecue, we went to this place called the Autobahn. And I'm not talking about the long highway in Europe. I'm talking about the bar in Brighton, Massachusetts. I don't think it's Brighton. I think it's more like what's below Brighton?
Alston.
What's below Austin?
Um,
Brookline. It's more. It's like in between Brookline and Austin or something like that. It's
okay.
like yeah.
Where is it?
Right there.
Obviously in Brooklyn.
It's like right by the St. It's like right by the St. Mary's stop.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
not even Brooklyn.
St. Mary's. Like over by Fenway.
It's by Fenway. Yeah, never mind.
Okay, yeah, that's Brooklyn. Oh yeah, I know where
It
that
is Brooklyn.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It was over there. And so they have really awesome drinks. Their service is amazing, 5 stars. Their aesthetic is pretty awesome. It's low lit. It's rustic, like rust. It has a rustic vibe to it, like a modern rustic vibe, which is cool. Staff was in all black, so that's great. The reason why Marcy frequents this spot. This is my first time there, but they actually play F1 races for people who love European racing rather than American racing because American racing is just going in a left turn over and over again. Kind of gets boring unless
Speaking of,
unless you have plenty of
yes,
all of
unless you have
the
plenty of beer.
all of the drama in what's it called? Freaking
Vegas
Vegas with the F1.
with the F1 race. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
there. Oh my god.
I went there and I checked it out, and I saw how permanent those structures were. I'm like, they actually
Yeah.
built
People are like
all the like.
people were pissed about it.
Yeah, like I was pissed for them. Like I was like, I'm glad I didn't live there at the time. But then like I was glad I wasn't there to experience the traffic, but I was upset that I wasn't there to experience the event.
Well, a lot of the
Um,
issues that I heard about it, well, I'll tell you, it was actually I was reading this really interesting article about it. This guy spent like tickets for it were like 80 grand or something along those lines just to like sit and
yeah,
watch it
yeah,
because there
yeah.
was a like the whole entire track was basically like blocked off or whatever. But
This is
then
a rich person's sport.
yeah, 100%. But then the funniest part about it is like people were spending all this money to go watch the F1 in a city where like Las Vegas is fun, but it's not like $80,000 kind of fun,
Fun.
Yeah, because you live. Yeah,
right? Like
Abu Dhabi or
yeah,
Dubai,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
like that's
Like
$80,000
that,
fun because it's
right?
in a different country. Oh, it's like a
Yeah,
different world.
like I and maybe this is me being one of the poor, but
Yeah.
but I, but I may be poor, but I'm not dumb, right? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like Las Vegas isn't a place where the wealthy go to spend their money. Like, Las Vegas is a place that like people who think they have money go to
That's,
spend their money. Is that
mm,
accurate? Oh, he froze. We'll never know his response. We'll wait for it. But this guy spent $80,000, and then there was some sort of issue with the track where they had to like go through and like fix all the potholes or whatever. Not potholes, but like manhole covers because one of the guys who was driving hit one of them, and it basically like blew up his car, which was crazy. And that happened not multiple times. The car's blowing up, but um multiple times where they had to like pause the event or whatever to fix things, and so people basically spent $80,000 on tickets and then didn't actually get to go. we'll see what happens. Hold on, let me text him again. Gary, you're frozen again. But anywho, while we're here, let's take a quick tour of my lovely jungle that's coming through. So as you can see right here, I've got a Monstera. She's doing great. Just put out a new leaf recently, which is really exciting. She's got a little leaf here. I think there's another one coming in over on this side, which is really nice. Sorry, babes. I've got some pothos that are hanging. I think this guy is up to throw a couple of more leaves out, which is really cool. Let's go up there a little bit more. Another pothos, some oregano, a bunch of spiders, a jade dude, which I need to throw some basil in there now that I think about it. Some more oregano, whatever the hell that guy is. I forget what it's called. A little spiky dude. My purple shamrock is still in full bloom. Some not basil, parsley. A little wiry dragon guy. That's a fake fern, because why not? Another pothos hanging over there, but you can't see it. If I turn this guy just a little bit, I might be able to see the pothos hanging there on my bookshelf. Turn it like this. There's the pothos there. And then above me here, you can't see it because I wrapped all the leaves up there because it was getting in my way. There's another pothos. I've got another spider plant all the way over there. I would turn around, but then you could see the whole inside of my house. We're not trying to have that. Oh, and now there's two of me. Oh, fun. Not hide that. And then you've got I just bought this guy. Oh, two new plants. So fun. Josh hates it. But I was having the time of my life. Every time I go home, gotta buy more plants from Agway. But I've got, this is called a crispy wave. But it's got like this crazy looking, it's a holiday plant, so don't mind that. But look, this little crispy wave guy. And then we've got this guy, who's pretty. So all new plants happening in the Husey. My goal is to one day have like a full wall of plants. That's really what I want. A full plant wall, like a mini greenhouse, all in one spot. That's the dream. Oh, I think we've got movement. He's back. And this time he means business.
I had to go get closer to the router, but I'm back now. Can you hear me?
I can. I was just giving a tour of the new plants that I've added to the garden. So I've got my Monstera, which is putting out new leaves. And then I also got two new plants while I was home visiting my parents this past weekend.
Nice.
Yeah. Josh hates it because he thinks we don't have enough space for more plants. But as far as I'm concerned, we've got bookshelves and other counters, like countertops and, flat areas where plants can exist. So as long as there's a flat surface, a plant can go there. That's all I'm saying. Oh, he died again. Uh-oh. Bad news bears. Well, he moved. closer to the router, only for him not to work. So anywho, this white wine that I'm drinking currently, um, I don't actually know what it's called. But if I were to give you a review, say like a 4 out of 5. It is a 2021 Benventano Bellangina. This is, the light's too bright. Let me turn this guy down. This is who she is. Focus. So that's what that is. It's okay. It's a little sharp at the end, but aren't we all? Aren't we all a little sharp? So all that being said, oh my gosh. Okay, so Gary didn't even ask me how my Thanksgiving was, but let me tell you about it. So kind of a wild. I've been having the most wild couple of weeks. It has been nutty. So Saturday, obviously, so this past weekend, planning on going to my parents' place in upstate New York just for the weekend for like an early Thanksgiving because Josh works in retail and therefore has to be back for Black Friday. So, we decide let's go on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, just to go, say hello, be there, do the whole family thing, come home. Things are cool. So Saturday night, Josh goes into town to hang out with some of his friends, to have a couple of drinks or whatever, which is fine. Whatever. He can do whatever he wants. I'm not his mom. So he goes, and I stay home, whatever, hanging out, done with work for the like on vacation. So I'm like literally just hanging out. So I go to bed around midnight. I wake up at like 6 because I need to get myself like packed and ready. And I wake up and I see I've got a phone call from Joshua, which has a time of like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, okay, that's bizarre. And then half an hour later, I get another call from him. And so 6:30 in the morning, I get a call from him saying like, hey, I tried to call you last night. But I ran over something sharp in the parking garage and have a flat tire. And called roadside assistance because I wasn't able to get the tire off because I don't have the tire iron isn't fitting on the lug nuts. So he was waiting for many. So he was like, so we tried roadside assistance and they tried calling a couple of people, but nobody was responding. So here I am still trying to get roadside assistance. Eventually, the roadside assistance comes and he doesn't have the lug key for his car to get the tire off. And got it, dude. I'm gonna tell you guys this story and then because Gary's internet died. But his lug key's not working, so eventually, moral of the story, he has to get his car towed to his dealership. I, being the lovely husband that I am, decide, okay, cool, I will come and pick you up. So I run downstairs when he calls me when the tow company comes and gets his car and tells me, okay, cool, we'll be there in about 15 minutes. So, and it's right around the corner from our house. So run downstairs, go to get in my car, try to start my car. Car's not starting. So I'm like, what's going on? This is bizarre. All the lights are coming on, the radio's turning on, the lights are turning on, the battery's obviously not dead. So what's going on? So I, call. By this point, mind you, it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Josh, P.S., fell asleep in his car. So here we are. My car's not starting. I don't know what's going on. I call my mom and or stepdad just to like get their opinion on like what's going on. I call AAA. AAA comes. I call Josh in the meantime saying like, "Hey, so that the whole thing about me coming to pick you up, my car's not starting, so I don't think that's happening. If you can just Uber home." So AAA comes. The guy tries to jump my car, and it doesn't work. And so he goes, "Well, obviously that's not working, so it sounds like it's a starter issue." And I was like, "Okay, that's great." By this point, so it's 11:30 or 11 o'clock rather. We were supposed to be on the road at 9 to get to my parents' place because we were having Thanksgiving dinner with like the whole entire family starting at 4. Of course. So we're already 3 hours behind. So I was like, okay. So he was like, well, I can tow your car to wherever you need. And I was like, okay, great. So I hop on to the internet and look up the closest garage, which turns out on a Sunday at 11 o'clock in the morning, there isn't a garage nearby that is open because most garages aren't open on Sunday. So if you have a car problem, Sunday's not the day. Anywho, I was called a couple of people. One spot was open up in Woburn, but they were like, "Yeah, we're closing at noon today because we don't have a big workload." Blah blah blah. So I turned to the AAA guy and I was like, "I don't think this is gonna work out for today." He was like, "Well, here's what you can do. Whenever you get like figure something out, you can call AAA again. Just tell them it's an emergency, and they'll tell them that you need a wrecker, not a flatbed or whatever." So the guy was like in on it, so he knows. He's hype. Because AAA is only good for emergencies. You can't just call them, like set up a tow. Um, so I'm like, okay, how am I gonna get to my mom's house now? Because turns out Josh doesn't have a car now because his car is currently at the dealership and their garage isn't open because it's a Sunday. I don't have a car because my car's not working. So we're kind of like dead in the water. We eventually, what I end up doing is calling Enterprise because they'll pick you up, as it were. I call Enterprise, or rather, like hop on their website, get on Enterprise, rent a car. I call an Uber like right away. Fortunately, the Enterprise is right around the corner from my house, and by around the corner, it's like a mile or two down the road. Um, and as I'm driving, Enterprise, they're like, "Hey, we close in about half an hour." And I was like, "Okay, great. I'm going to be there in 5 minutes." So I get there, we get a car. The woman is like, asks me all about everything and their cousin. I've got to provide multiple forms of identification, yada, yada, yada. I'm just trying to get a car so I can drive. Um, it ends up costing me about $600. That's a $300 deposit plus all the extra stuff. I add on like all of the protections and warranties and yada yada yada. So in case I'm in an accident or a tree falls on it, I'm not liable for anything because I know how my day is going so far. I'm like, the Lord might as well just strike me down right now because he's obviously telling me like, "Hey, your time is up." So I get all the stuff, I get in the car, drive home, park it, get Josh, get in the car, drive to New York. The entire time I'm driving, I'm getting texts and calls from parents, family saying like, "Hey, where are you? How long are you going to be? What time are you planning on getting here? What's your ETA? Blah, 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 blah." By the time I get to upstate New York, it's 5 o'clock. So we're an hour behind. I'm doing like 100 on the highway the entire time. I'm stressed. We pull up. Of course, my family's not helpful because they don't tell me where the family dinner actually is supposed to be. So I call and they're like, "Oh, we're on Delphine." Mind you, I don't live in upstate New York with my family. So I have no idea what Delphine is, where Delphine is, who Delphine is, anything along those lines. So they're like, "Oh, Delphine Street." And I said, "No, I don't know Delphine Street. Which house is that?" Because spoiler, they're like the monopoly people of Owego. They own a bunch of houses and buildings and things along those lines. So it's their house. So I'm frustrated because not only are people like making fun of me for being late or upset with me or being mad at me because I'm late and like holding up dinner, blah, 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 when I told them they can just get started without me, blah, blah, blah. But now people are giving me a hard time because I don't know where Delphine Street is, yada, yada, yada. Moral of the story, we get to the house, we walk in, everybody's like, hey, can't believe we had to wait for you, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, you know, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition and or for two cars to be out of commission on the same day. So please just pour me a drink. Let's have food. And I got to see my nephew for the first time. Not first time, but see my nephew for like the first time in 2 years since he was born. He's a little cutie. He's a little cutie patootie. Love him with his little curly hair. The cute kid. Very smart, just like me. All right. Well, we will be. Good news is Gary and I aren't doing anything for a little bit of time. So that means we'll be back more frequently because now that it's the end of the year, there's not a whole lot going on. We're not traveling. We've got like 2 more events for the rest of the year and nothing until March. So with all that being said, just want to send a huge shout out to all of our Patreons. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You know, oh yeah, oh my gosh, I wish I could show you pictures, but he is like the most adorable child on the entire planet. We love him. He's wicked smart, can, you know, knows a little bit of like baby sign language. Loves sprinting around a house, got the zoomies like a lot. But that being said, thank you to our Patreons. You know, patreon.com/next to the floor. If you want to support our channel, please, 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 please help support our channel. I know it's been a little while since we've been here, but there are a couple of ways you can support us. One would be to subscribe to our Twitch. You can check us out at twitch.tv/itsLabouf. I know it's supposed to be La Bouffe, but we're LaBouffe because we can be. Or you can check us out on patreon.com/next to the floor. Patreon gives us 90% of the profits, whereas Twitch and YouTube, you can also check us out on youtube.com/next to the floor. Take like, we get like 40 or 50% of the profits for that. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember, y'all, it costs you $0 to be a good person. And in this time of thanks and givings, remember, there's nothing wrong with saying thank you and being grateful for everything and anything that you have and the people that you have in your lives. But that being said, have a wonderful rest of your week. Happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye now. Goodbye. Bye there. Bye. Bye. Yeah, Marcy, he's a little cutie. He's got like cute little curly hair. He's kind of like dirty blonde, which is wild because his like father, my brother, is, you know, half black. So he's got like super fair skin, light hair. His mom, I think his mom is she blonde? Can't remember. That would explain the hair. I don't remember. Yeah, look at this little kid. What a little nugget. But he's grown up so much. It's gonna be Mr. Steal Your Girl when he gets older. Hey, I'm going live shortly playing some